Hello everyone, following our series of video What Makes a Wow Mobile Application. Today we have a special guest, Binh Trương, to discuss about the topic how to ensure the abilities by the UX design. Binh, thank you for coming. Really appreciate. So first of all, maybe you introduce about yourself.
Sure. So hi everyone. My name is Binh. I'm currently the CEO of the Adaptive Switzerland. I'm also the regional manager from Interaction Design Foundation, the interaction design organization from Denmark. So we focus on how to do the usability for the web and mobile app as well. So I'm happy to be here and thanks for welcoming me here to talk to you.
Oh, thank you very much. As a topic, I would like to ask you the first question. So how do we understand about the mobile user experience?
Design.
Design.
Well, designing the mobile experience is quite different with the designing experience for the website. So mobile UX design, UX stands for user experience, is to use all the context, all the technology applying for the user in the mobile specifically.
I see. Yeah, so the second question is how is the user experience design impact to the usability of the mobile application?
Oh, I see. So actually the usability is the heart of the UX design. UX is a job, but in order to implement UX, you need to implement usability. So go back to the mobile. The mobile have different context with the web or any desktop application.
I see.
People using the mobile mean that they're on the go. That means that they're walking on the street and they try to head down and trying to fingertip on the phone screen. So in terms of the usability for the mobile, they demand the fast connection, feedback loop good, and simplicity, error restriction.
Wow, I think that sounds cool. But how do you ensure that? How do you make the user experience for the mobile application?
It is because when you're talking designing or implementing application for the mobile, it means that you need to understand the context of the mobile. The context of the mobile is mean that you have more screen. It's not like big screen like desktop or any TV screen.
Sure,
So you have the limitation. The limitation in terms of the 3G connection, the Wi-Fi connection, and small screen of the phone. That means it means that if you want to ensure the good experience, it means that the good feeling, you have to ensure that they feel comfortable by the speed of the app. So people connect, open the app, connect to the internet, and they want to have the fast, immediately feedback.
I see.
So if your speed connection, or if your app is not well designed to simplify the images, the content, the API, the data, people will feel frustrated with that.
Okay. So the first one is simplify the content.
I think it's simplify content to afford and support for the speed.
I see.
The second point is for simplicity, because nowadays you have so many apps in the phone. It means that you have lots of competitors and you don't have enough time to keep user retention in your app. They will leave and walk away to the other provider. So you need to simplify. You need to have them easy for example, lazy registration. Just register the app with the Facebook or something like that.
Yes, of course, I prefer the simple application because easy to use and I don't need to input so many data. I just scroll up and down and just touch some button and then wow, it's got done.
Yeah, so normally they have the rule for like maximum 3 steps to accomplish a simple task. They don't have a JTBD job to be done. You just have to go through 3 to 5 steps to accomplish your main task.
Yeah. So how to do the user experience design?
So actually the user experience design is the job. And in order to implement user experience design is to implement usability design. The mobile app has some key points for usability design. For example, you try to minimize the contents in order to have the light loading in the app to support for the speed, because you're not always sitting in the Wi-Fi area. You go out, you walk on the street, you got the 3G, 4G connection. That's the first one. The second thing is you need to simplify the way people use the app. For example, they try to log in and they try to go to 3 to 5 steps to accomplish their goal. So you need to simplify the way they navigate throughout the app.
Oh, that's
the
true.
navigation you design quite simple from the bottom or from the slide navigation.
Oh,
so they're easy to find what they need to find.
Oh, I got it.
And also I want to amend that you need to help people to interact with your app, because it's quite different with the web application. They have so many field forms, so many page you can input into that. But in mobile phone you have very limitation and small screen. So in some case you need to help them by lazy registration, just register by the Facebook login.
Yes.
Or you help them just very little few into complete some goal.
Yeah, that's true.
Take a look into the Uber or Grab. You just go to the 3-step only, and you pick from and to, and you book the Grab.
Oh, that's it. I see. So maybe the first question.
Sure.
So do you have any recommendation for our tester to test the UI UX?
Well, actually, it's come from my real experience. 4 or 5 years ago, I built lots of mobile app for the startup in Sydney. So they always complain that why the distance between the location is quite different, and they ask us to test by the mobile way. It means that your QA cannot sitting in the office. They need to go out. They need to step on the user foot, and they use the 3G and really use it. In terms of mobile context, you walk on the street, you go to cafe, you're sitting on the bus or the train. So it is how the user exactly use the app.
So that really changed the way the QA should do. Okay, thank you so much for coming and sharing us a very valuable knowledge. I think our QA will learn a lot from the experience. Yeah, thank you and wish you, success in the future.
You too.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Anytime.
Bye.